As soon as extra time begins, Michael tells Ryan to push forward while he skillfully maneuvers past the opposing team. Everyone is stunned by his moves as Michael and Ryan pass the ball between them trying to score a goal. However, their attempt is blocked and the first half of extra time ends without a goal. When the second half of extra time starts, the team launches a full-speed attack, but scoring isn't easy. They earn a corner kick, but instead of shooting at the goal, the player redirects the ball towards another teammate who skillfully deflects it in, scoring a goal. The team celebrates, but the match isn't over yet. The opposing team fights hard to equalize, trying to pass the ball to Ryan, but Daniel intercepts it and quickly counters by passing it to his teammates. Matthew attempts a long shot, but Chris blocks it. Chris then dribbles past the opposing players and sends the ball to Ryan. Expecting Ryan to go for the goal, the defenders close in, but Ryan surprises them by passing it instead, causing confusion. Michael swiftly returns the ball to Ryan, who scores with a header. The crowd erupts in cheers. Despite the setback, Daniel stays determined, motivating his team to keep fighting. Both teams battle fiercely until the final whistle, and the match ends in a draw. After the match, Daniel acknowledges Ryan as a skilled player and praises the team's performance. The spectators also applaud their efforts. The next morning during practice, the coach announces the formation of a new city-wide team that will bring together top players from various schools. This team will compete directly in the national tournament. Meanwhile, Robert, Ryan's father, discusses his future with his family. Robert explains that due to an injury, he can no longer play professionally and is planning to retire. Later that day, a teammate rushes to inform Ryan about Robert's retirement, having read about it in a magazine. As soon as Ryan hears the news, he sprints home with his friends following closely behind. Upon arriving, he asks Robert about his decision, and Robert confirms everything. He then offers Ryan an opportunity to train in Brazil, a country famous for its soccer talent, to become a stronger player. Ryan is excited but decides to stay until after the national tournament. Shortly after, the selection for the new city team takes place, bringing together the most talented players, including Ryan, Daniel, and others. The newly formed team is introduced to their captain, Eric, a formidable player who aggressively challenges his opponents, sometimes injuring them. The team begins training and plays a practice match against another squad. During the match, an opponent accidentally steps on Daniel's foot, causing an injury. Meanwhile, many schools have been reshuffled, meaning strong players have spread across different teams. Among them, Miami FC stands out, with their captain Eric being as skilled as Ryan. That evening, while heading home, Ryan meets Daniel and notices him limping. Realizing Daniel's injury, Ryan becomes concerned. Later that night, Ryan trains with Robert, who presents him with a challenge. He will only take Ryan to Brazil if he wins the national championship. Accepting the challenge, Ryan watches in awe as Robert demonstrates his skills by breaking a wooden plank with a powerful kick. Inspired, Ryan intensifies his training. The next morning, the new FC team gathers for their first practice match. With 30 selected players, they are split into two teams of 15. Just before the match begins, Eric arrives and directly challenges Daniel, having heard of his reputation. Eric takes the ball and charges toward the goal. The defenders try to stop him, but he skillfully bypasses them and delivers a powerful shot. The goalkeeper barely has time to react and the ball hits the net. Eric smirks and walks away, mocking the team. It is revealed that he was once part of Miami FC and is well acquainted with Chris. Eric had assumed Daniel was the only strong player on the team, unaware of Ryan's skills. Meanwhile, Daniel's injury prevents him from playing at his best, making it difficult to block Eric's shot. After Eric leaves, Ryan and Michael vow to settle the score with him in the tournament. The story then delves into Eric's past. After losing his father, Eric and his mother struggle to support their family, leading him to take on multiple jobs. His goal is to join a professional soccer club to secure financial stability for his family. A few days later, the national qualifiers begin, bringing together teams from different towns. The team that wins the qualifiers will earn a spot in the nationals. Ryan's team dominates their matches, advancing to the semifinals. Daniel, still recovering from his injury, hasn't played yet, but Ryan and Michael's teamwork has carried the team forward. In the semifinals, they face the Shimada FC team, which isn't considered particularly strong. To preserve his condition, the coach decides to let Daniel rest for this match, replacing him with another player. Underestimating Shimada FC, Ryan's team starts aggressively, but when Matthew passes the ball to Ryan, Shimada's defense blocks it and launches a counter-attack. Ryan's team fails to recover in time, allowing Shimada to score the first goal. Despite being confident in their ability to equalize, the first half ends without them managing to score. Their attempts from long range are easily blocked by Shimada's goalkeeper, prompting the coach to advise them to shoot from closer range. Meanwhile, Miami FC secures a win in their qualifiers thanks to Eric's strong performance. Back in Ryan's match, rain begins to pour, making the field slippery and difficult to control the ball. Everyone is surprised by Shimada's resilience. Daniel reviews Shimada's past match records and discovers that they have never conceded a goal in the tournament. Realizing that Shimada's defense is exceptionally strong, Daniel observes their strategy blocking shots near the goal and quickly launching long passes to their forwards, catching opponents off guard. Using this tactic, Shimada scores a second goal, increasing the pressure on Ryan's team. Concerned about losing, Ryan's team regains focus and pushes forward. They pass the ball strategically, maneuvering towards Shimada's goal. Finally, Matthew passes to Ryan, who executes a precise hook shot, scoring their first goal. Encouraged, Ryan and Michael then perform a cross-header combo, equalizing the score. Recognizing that peer defense won't secure them a win, Shimada shifts to an offensive strategy, but Joseph successfully blocks their attack. He quickly passes the ball to Ryan, who seizes the opportunity and scores the winning goal. With that, Ryan's team wins the match, sparking a celebration. Even Shimada FC congratulates them on their victory. With the national qualifiers heating up, every match is a battle of skill, strategy, and resilience. Will Ryan rise to the challenge and prove himself worthy of training in Brazil? And can his team overcome fierce rivals like Miami FC? Stay tuned as the road to the national championship intensifies, because this is just the beginning. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you've watched this far, it means you like it a lot, right? Then you can watch a video of me coming up. See you there. I love you.